Alright, this fight is John Talbaine versus hiruzen Sarutobi. Starting off with John, he scales to other B-class Darkstalkers due to the class system being based on power, with the best feat from the B-class being Anakar's sinking ancient Egypt, with pyramids in our own world being, 13 billion pounds. We multiply that by 3 to get uh, through to get 39 billion pounds. The average mountain is a trillion pounds. That is important for later, and the way of which John normally finishes off opponents and releases his raw power is through his flaming dragon, which is around 2 meters wide and several meters long, with it being able to easily surround cars. He also is a master in martial arts, with him wielding nunchucks and karate skills, with him mixing them with his wolf powers. And he can fight these heat souls. Heat souls are flying space robots that can travel across the galaxy in a short amount of time, with John being able to easily crush them. Using his flying techniques, he can easily dart around the battlefield and crawl along any surface with his claws and agility. Old Hiruzen scales directly to Orochimaru in terms of speed, with part 1 Orochimaru being someone who scales to Jiraiya, but Jiraiya, along with others trained in the series, along with Jiraiya gains Sage Mode, which is an amp, to inevitably be beaten by one of the faster pains. The Asura here is also able to fight and dodge Kakashi's attacks, with this Kakashi not training after this arc when fighting 5 Kage Summit Sasuke, whom is able to block Darui's laser circus. So, what I'm getting at here is that Old Man Hiruzen has several blocks away from being light speed. But moving away from speed down to his power, he Old Hiruzen went down in power, with there being many statements referring to this. With Biju being able to vaporize mountains, vaporization being greater than pulverization due to the amount of force it would take, with the Raikage being able, at the very least, to be able to take out the Biju, and Old Man Hiruzen, he just got cleft down. And now, in terms of overall stamina, he doesn't last very long, with him huffing and puffing at several points in the fight against Orochimaru. And in terms of skill, he is very good with his staff, but he has no notable feats in terms of hand-to-hand combat. With his abilities, Hiruzen can use his chakra, like all Naruto characters, to walk on water and solid surfaces. He can create copies of shuriken, uh, and he can launch fire attacks of any shape at his opponents, create 2 shadow clones at the most, make a 5-meter wide stone wall, and use the Reaper Death Seal, a attack that removes a person's soul from their body along with the caster, but it can be fought back against if the user is of the same power level of the caster, allowing them to keep their soul, or in the case of Orochimaru, losing their arms but still being alive. Now, time to figure out a victor. Well, all throughout this fight, Hiruzen would be overwhelmed, mainly in terms of speed, as Hiruzen is just constantly shown to be physically weaker, and in terms of stamina loss, John's whole thing is hand to hand fighting, and he has shown no form of stamina loss throughout the entire series, with his own abilities not requiring any form of energy loss, whereas Hiruzen, his does. And unlike the old monkey man, he carries with him sharp razor blades on him at all times. His claws, which would be able to cut through his shuriken and make the old man bleed. All the stamina problems, the speed issue, wouldn't mean much, would mean a whole lot, as their gap in power wouldn't be too wide either, as the chakra loss and the decrease in power due to old age would heavily affect the amount of raw power old man Hiruzen here would have, letting John get the easy victory over this dumb old man. Wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification to know when new videos come out. And I will see you next time. Bye.